Hello friends. Hello, hello. Grab your mat. We're going to do some on the ground yoga today for this 25-minute a day strut your strength. Your stretching. All right, come into your space. Come into your place and let's let go of the day. Like only Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Anybody else feeling that? Like, hello, what day is it? It's like, only Wednesday. So if that's you, let's get rid of some of that tension. And I guess that is the intention of this session, is just to let go of the I will try to be as inclusive as I can, but I am going to bring in some kind of deeper stretching. That is kind of what I'm feeling today. So starting in your easy seat, you can be in your supine bound angle or, easy seat either way on the legs. I'm going to come this way because I need to work against myself. I usually sit a different way, and I'm kind of stuck in my head right now. And a way to get myself out is to do what I don't normally do. So normally, I sit with my left leg on the outside and my right leg tucked in. And I'm just literally switching the placement of my legs. And that is forcing my mind and my body to have to reconnect in a different way. So if you're ever having a day where you're feeling up here, one way to just kind of bring some balance back is to literally try something different, do something different. It'll bring your awareness back to your space and your place. So that's what I'm doing. And let's go ahead and do some breathing in. Let's come right in to a little seated sun salutations. Bring those arms on up. Let's reach up, stretch up, lift up, look for that length. Exhale, bring those arms down. I'm going to bring mine back behind me because I need some extra stretch. And then I'm just clasping my hands behind me and just giving a little tug. That's where I'm at today. You can do that too if you'd like. Inhale, bring those arms up, open up, reach up, look up. Exhale, come down wherever you're at, float the arms down, reach the arms out, stretch them out, do whatever feels good. Maybe you're floating today, maybe you're pulling in that extra stretch like I am. And then one more time, come on back up. This time on the exhale, let's bring those hands into prayer hands and then come on right down to heart center. Take a breath, notice that the heart is starting to warm up. Let's keep moving. Inhale, bring those arms up. We'll just go right into a twist. I like this. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, just go right into that twist. I'm feeling it today. Bringing that right hand over to left knee. Twist it out, look behind you, wring it out. Come on back to center, and then we'll scoop the arms up and go over the other way. Reach up. You don't have to reach up. You can just bend over to the side if that's too much for you. I totally get that. Just bring your hand over to the opposing knee. Or reach up and take that extra stretch. Come on back to center. Let's come onto our knees. Open up the back and the spine. We'll go into tabletop. Come into those cat-cows. Exhaling, dropping the chin. Inhaling, reaching and finding that length. Begin to find your own breath and your own movement here. Whatever feels good to you, add that figure 8 if that's what your body needs. Open up and stretch the back and the spine. loosening up anything that kind of attached itself in there. I'm going to come into a thread the needle, but not the exercise style. We're going to come into more of just a stretch. So if you're familiar with the stretch, come on there with me. Reach up, reach the left arm up, reach it up, open up, and then we're going to send this hand through like we're threading a needle. That's where it gets its name. Come on down and really work opposites in the shoulders. Find this deep stretch. Maybe you're here, maybe you're all the way down. Keep breathing. Come on back up. Shake it out. And then let's open up that other shoulder. Reach up with the right arm. Reach up, opening the chest. And then thread the needle. Send that hand right on through. Find that stretch. And go deeper if your body's calling for that. Come on back. Shake it out. Let's go down into a wide child's pose. Go ahead and sit on back. Stretch those arms out. Little bit more. Open those shoulders even more. And work the back a little bit more here. Some more back bends. Come on up all the way. Come down. I'm just going into a puppy dog and then a plank down. I'm going to go into our Superman. Find that length. Find that stretch. Reach, reach, reach. Opposites. Stretch it up here. Little back bend. Release. Come up again. Same thing. Working those opposites. And then release it out. Bring those hands back behind you. And then we're going to just lift up the other way. Come in here to that locust pose. Coming up a little bit higher. And then exhale, release. One more time, and then we'll bring in that cobra sphinx, okay? Reaching up, reach, reach, reach. Exhale down. Bring those hands in tight. Keep the hands underneath the shoulder. Everything's down. Inhale, reach up, low cobra. Just reaching up, low back bend. Breathe in one more time. See if you can lift up a little bit more, keeping the forearms down on the ground. And exhale down. Bring those hands out a little bit. We'll go into Sphinx. They're coming up and out, almost literally into that Sphinx pose position that we see so beautifully carved in Egypt. Lifting up, pushing up, looking up. One more breath. See if you can't find any more. And exhale down. Let's go into an upward facing dog. So push yourself all the way up. Bring those hips all the way up. Arms are up. Hip is up off the ground. Roll the shoulder blades back. Find that deeper back bend. One more breath. And come on down. Now we're going to push up and find our way into downward dog. Push up into four-limb staff, plank pose. Find your stability, find your strength. If you want, take an extra push up here. Let anything else go. Exhale down. Inhale, push up, and find that downward dog. Stay here for a second. Work that out. Anything else that's showing up. And find your way to stand. I'm bringing my hands to my feet. That feels good today. gonna walk it back. Stay here in this forward fold for a minute before you come up. Maybe you add a little shake, grab your elbows, relax the neck. Twist out the back and the spine just a little bit more. And then do halfway lift. Look for that length here. Relax it, go. Let everything go. And then inhale, come on up. Slowly come up. Be gentle with your body, your back, the blood flow that's changing. Come on back to stand. Let's find our way up to the mat. We'll do some sun salutations. Keep that energy going. Inhale, reach those arms up. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, hinge the hips, bend the knees, come into that forward fold. Hands can come to mat or block or shins, knees, wherever. Work it out. Work the legs a little bit. Exhale, drop it all the way out. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that length, roll those shoulder blades back. Exhale, drop it down. We'll come up however you want. I'm going to reverse swan dive, strong back, pulling myself up. Inhale, bring those hands to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms come up. Extended mountain pose. Gaze comes up. Look up at those hands. Reach up, stretch up. Hinge those hips. Exhale. Bend the knees if you want. I want. Come on down. Inhale, halfway lift. Shake those shoulders out. Get rid of anything else. Drop it down. Forward fold. Come on back up, whatever way you choose. Pushing, I'm coming reverse swan dive, pushing down with the feet. Coming back. One more time. Hands to heart center. Then this next time we're going to go down into our plank. Bring in some more. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, come on down. Shake it out. Let it out. Catch your breath. We're bringing in a little exercise element. Come on down to that plank. Stay here for plank. We're going to hold for 2 breaths. You can drop your knees if you need to. Option to drop, that's always there for you. Or come down to tabletop and just hang out. Continue breathing. Shake those shoulders out. Roll the shoulder blades down. Push them towards the hips. One more breath. And exhale. Find your way down. Keep those elbows in. All the way down. Point the toes. Come up into that low cobra, sphinx, whatever feels good for you. Then we're going to go back into four-limb staff. So that's like the plank, but it's a little bit lower. It's like a in-between half push-up. See if you can hang here. This one's tough on the body. Find some length. One more breath. Come on up to that full plank. Work it out. Catch your breath. Give your body a little rest. Come on down. Then we're going to come on back. Lift up. And then work your way back into a child's pose. Give your shoulders just a minute of rest. Then from here I'm going to go into a real deep pose. I'm just going to pull myself into pigeon, and I do that by pulling my foot up. I'm bringing my left ankle and foot up to the corner of the mat, and then I'm just going to sit into myself, pushing my right leg is extended. I'm on the top of my thigh and my shin, and then my left leg is pretzeled. I've got my foot towards my right hip. However you can get into this pose. You may not be able to get into this pose. Took me a long time to find my way here. But I need this today because I'm feeling ugh. And when I'm feeling like that, I just want to get it all out, and I do that through a little bit of stretch and release. That's what I'm doing right now with y'all. All right, let's come on out of this. I'm going to fold down, take it a little bit deeper, and then I'm just going to kind of push myself up, pull that leg back, switch legs, and then there I am. Now I've got my left leg fully extended. I'm on the top of that leg, and my right leg is heel to hip. Come on in here. I'm just going to find this deep bend. Thank you for joining me in practice today. I'm just working it all out. I've got all kinds of nervous energy and just whatever it is. I don't know. Anybody else feeling that? I know it can't just be me. All right. Come on up. Let's find our way back into that child's pose. Just rest those hips back down. That was a good workout on the hips. Good hip opener. I have no idea where we're at on time. Let me take a little looky at that. We got, I can't even tell. I don't have my glasses. Somewhere between 16 and 18. It's under 20. So let's keep going. Let's come into some low lunge. Come on up. I'm sorry, I didn't even instruct. I just pulled my left leg right on up. The right leg is bent, coming into a low lunge. Then I'm going to extend a little bit. This has all kinds of different names. Some just call it an extended low lunge. It's also called lizard. So you just kind of come into this. The back leg is fully extended. I'm on the top of my foot. My front leg is like a runner's lunge. Just come into this like deeper stretch here. Come on down if you can. If that is not accessible for you, just stay up in that low lunge on the knee and just work on balance. Come on back. Shake it out a little bit. Come up to a runner's lunge or like a low lunge. Come up on the toe. Begin to add that rocking motion. And then switch legs. Just pop that left one back. Bring that right one up. Come into that low lunge. So if this is where you're at, this is totally fine just to stay here. Work the hips. So try to adjust the posture just a little bit. You'll notice the stretch a lot more when you kind of shift the hips just a little bit. Try to press down. That may be enough for you. Maybe you want to come in. I'm just going to do that by kind of pushing back and then sliding in. And now I can open up my knee, my hip, my thigh, my knee, my hip, my thigh, my everything in between. Come on down if that feels good for you. Oh, I got some tightness here. This feels amazing. Let's find our way into that runner's lunge. Work that hip just a little bit more. Come on up. Work it out, roll it out. Feel the openness in the joints and the hip. So important. I have this crazy fear about breaking a hip, so I'm like super try to work my hips all the time. Come on back to that plank. It's because my great grandmother broke a hip, and then she was in a wheelchair. She never got out, so I don't want to do that. So I just work those hips. I don't know why I'm sharing that story. Come on down, exhale. Let's find our way into a little bit of a rest and relaxation. Come on up. I think that just took me to a place in my mind that I wasn't ready to share with all you people. Come on back. Oh, now I'm thinking about her. Grandma Irma. That's sweet. I'm sorry to take you on that journey with me. Let's find our way down. We'll do just a little bit more. Come on back to your seated position. I was going to lay that way, but then you won't really see what we're doing. Come on down. All the way back, we'll go into that constructive rest. Knees are up. Find your breath. Roll your shoulders down. Let's come into that little rotation here. Bring the knees up. Little wind release. Round the back, working the opposites. We just stretched it the other way. Going from that flexion to the extension and the other way. Send those knees down over to the left side. Stretch that out just a little bit more. Arms can be anywhere. Mine are going really wide today, really long. Usually I'm more of a cactus arm kind of girl, goalpost, whatever you want to call it. Today I'm feeling really open. Obviously, the shares. Alright, come on up. I don't want to come out of that. I just want to lay down and go to bed. See, I'm feeling it today. Bring those feet and the legs and the knees over to the other direction. Extend that stretch a little bit more. Seriously, I could close my eyes and legit go to bed right now, not have a problem at all. Got this fabulous heater on me. I'm getting so much trouble for the energy. I hate being cold. Alright, bring those knees up. Oh, round it out just a little bit. Roll them out. Bring some rest to that spine. I always feel like I'm done and then I just want to do more core work. It's so important. Send those legs out if you can. You can go all the way down into corpse pose if you want. Just find that rest. I'm going to do just a little bit more. Work that core. Bring those knees up. Do that little exercise. I like to hold my mat. This totally just lets me kind of come into this hip leg flow. And I'm telling you, friends, my hips crack like every time I do this. I get right here, boom, hip cracks. I don't know, it could have been from the car accident. It could just be, maybe I'm just cracky, you know, like that's just a genetic thing and that's just, I don't know. We have to worry about that, you know, osteoporosis and osteoarthritis and stuff like that. Women, we need our calcium. We need that vitamin D. I'm not sure. That just feels good. I don't know. I'm going to do it a couple more times. I apologize for this wild ride that y'all have been on with me today. I'm really in my head, and so thank you for joining me while I just kind of did whatever I'm doing. Come into this bicycle motion too. Because like I said, I'm holding like an awful lot, and I just want to get it out. Get it out. And that's why I do this. Because it works for me. Alright, I think that's enough. Oh, I gotta go opposites. I'm just not so good at the backwards. So, like getting stuck, right? And doing things one way. I started this practice sitting the opposite way, and then I almost ended it without switching and reversing my bicycle. Alright, come on back. Bring those legs down. I don't know, you're probably already laying down. Find that rest. Just gonna be like, ugh. Seriously. A little bit of vocal sound healing. I'm telling you, a deep sigh is amazing. Just do it. Totally give you permission to make whatever noise is coming out. Friends, I would guide more in Savasana, but I am really in my head. I have a lot going on. Just a lot of energy and a lot of thought. So it's kind of hard for me to focus, to be here for you. Because I'm trying to just process and be here for me. Can accept that for whatever reason those memories came up in the middle of this yoga practice because I was supposed to have that memory. And that's a gift that I give myself. There isn't anything that I have to do with it except receive it and receive the memory. I don't have to go into grief. I can go into gratitude instead. And today, that's what I'm choosing to do with that. Friends, alright, that's probably pretty close to 25. If it's not, I'll adjust the numbers. Add that little stretch if you need it, if you've got it. And away we go. See you tomorrow.